From an India report. They're pretty reliable on China. See what she says. They're going to talk about what's going on, how they're putting 41 billion plan into effect to help China's economy. China's economy is not doing well. And you can go back to independent reports from several sources: real estate, college graduates not finding jobs, let it rot, the low birth rate, uh, uh, poor consumption, deflation, uh, China's censoring continues, the education, digital education, which they destroyed a couple of years ago, the entrepreneurs, which are unsure of how to proceed in such a volatile market. And China does something well, then the government takes it away. So there's many factors that are affecting China, not excluding the tariffs from the U.S., India, and other countries that are now saying we've had enough of China's corruption, theft, illegal procedure, businesses that are pulling out of China, and China now spending money, 41 billion, on saving an ailing economy. So there are things that are not working well with the CCP plans. And what can I say? There's a lot more to this than is being reported. And let it rot by the youth. We're going to see a little bit of that in a moment. That's a serious problem. Property market in a crisis. 18 months as prices have dropped. They're not buying enough. Consumers are leery. So this happened. This happened almost 2 years before Trump got in. Think about that. Real estate prices falling, other prices falling. Consumers are concerned. Uh, and we'll talk about let it rot and some other things. That's the question. Um, Trying to think what she's got on this. I don't know yet. This is from YouTube, and we're going to go and give you the source on this, but let's go to another spot, another video. This is about 7 months ago. It had 4.3 million views. Mutiny in China. Young Chinese are threatening CCP. Um, how? Well, let's hear it. I've heard of commercials. All right, this got what, 4.3 million views? Yeah, 7 months ago. And it's not alone. We've got some things going on in Chinese with the youth. And this is not a isolated case. This has been brewing for at least 2 years or longer. Lan. Now think about this. The youth are saying, let it rot. We're done with the CCP. We're done with the employment, educational system. We're done with the high wages and cost of living. Many of them have left cities and went back to rural areas, or even taking care of their parents or the elderly. Uh, Saying, let it rot. We're not going to work. We'll do other things. Some are even paying for services to show that they're working and employed. March of 2022. So, uh, 3 years ago. It's April of 25. So, Lailan, let it rot. You can watch the video. They can answer the questions. It got 4.3 million views. But it's just part of the picture because consumers are worried. These young college students are having a tough time finding employment, working two jobs. They're not going to work uh, 9 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours a day uh, uh, to get by. They're saying nuts on it. We're not going to do it. And they're going back to their parents. They're taking care of the elderly, their parents. They're cleaning. They're doing other stuff. They're maybe taking a part-time job. Uh, but they know that the system is severely messed up. And this came on the Chinese head when they stopped the digital education that was booming. The business was billions and billions of dollars. They shut down companies and severely crippled that entrepreneur spirit. This forced the young people to say, this is it. I'm done with this crap. And started arresting people and so forth after those things happened. That was 2 or 3 years ago. And all this escalated. So they did it to themselves. And it's a greater war against China than the U.S. could do. But the tariffs are going to put more fuel to the fire on this. And the economic uncertainty in China is really going to put a cap on their income, their prosperity, their ability to do road and belt initiatives, the ability to supply their armies, the ability to, and military, the ability to do factory work. They're already, a quarter to a fifth of their population are foreigners, and they can't hire enough foreigners to work in China. So there's multiple issues. This is not just an isolated thing. And then to blame for for COVID-19 on top of it, to have the tariffs, to have the United States come into the Philippines area and start parading military and so forth, and to have problems with Ukraine and soldiers sent there, with Russia. There's serious problems going on with China and the West. And they're not getting away with it. India's putting pressure on them as well. Africa's putting pressure on them, road and belt initiatives, because they've been ripping off people in Central and South America, Panama Canal, and other things, and they've been ripping off African people, and they are cutting back on a lot of Chinese road initiative. So that there's a lot going on. A lot going on. Let it rot is really a good phrase for what's going on. And tariffs couldn't have come at a worse time for China because they've had problems with this for at least 3 to 4 years, if not longer. But it's reached a pinnacle about 2 to 3 years ago, and it's escalated even from the time before Trump got in and after. This is just going to be one of those domino effects eventually. And China knows that they cannot fight against the youth through martial law and through arrests like they have with Hong Kong. The Chinese people saw that and got some information on Hong Kong and what they did there and what they did with the lockdowns with COVID. See, the lockdowns with COVID severely affected the youth too, and so affected other people. when they locked down and welded people into their apartments, did other things, closed factories, isolated different things, uh, that greatly affected China as well and started this escalation going on. So 2022, COVID-19, 20 to 22, accelerated all this. And so did others, bans on things. Surveillance and other things. Cost of living, cost of education, the cost of real estate, the long work hours, so hard and so fierce 7 days a week that people don't even want families. They don't even want intimacy. They don't even want children. They don't even want marriage. So all these things are coming to a head with China. So we'll soon find out if this is going to cause some major changes in the CCP or actually get so severe that they have to change their policies and procedures and get in different leadership. Is she going to be out? I don't know. We'll see. Keep your eye on China and what it happens and what it can and can't do inside its country and outside, with trading, with industry, with the financial and political things that it is doing. Good day.